Hello, hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? I think we should be live right now. Alright. As usual, we will get started with the triple box before we get started with round 3 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Tonight, we are going to do pools 11 and 12 of that giant intermission tournament in between games of your Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. But 1 AM, he needs a little bit of time to actually load the first match. So let's see who we have in this pool 11. It's going to be Joe's Pyramithra Silly, the Season 2 MVP of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. They will be going up against Kofin's Ganondorf. Alright, on the bottom left corner, we are going to see... I just realized I forgot to do a little something real quick on this. I forgot to actually upload the top 5 for the previous round. I'll do that between now and the next intermission. Well, I mean, we're going to show up before we start with the round. But on the bottom left corner, we're going to have Soy Sauce's, not Ganondorf, Lucas Infinity. They will be going up against Raps Byleth Amiibo. Sorry, it's a little hard to see because I have like so many names scratched out on this index card that shows like which bit is which. Then on the bottom right, we're going to have Ikaba's Link going up against Fami's Me Brawler Flavor Town. Alright, so as you can see, the scrolling text on the bottom that has the updated schedule for round 3. So feel free to take a look at it. In fact, it is restarting right now on the bottom. That schedule for round number 3. We'll go over it. But when we come back from this intermission, we will begin with round 3 of Season 3 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. It begins with no custody at Very Doggish's team. Good luck! Alright, so before we begin, I opened a second instance of OBS trying to edit one of the other scenes. So I'm going to try to exit that other instance of OBS real quick because the X button is not working for it. If it accidentally ends the stream, that's what's going to happen if I accidentally end the stream, but I'm going to close the other instance of OBS now. Let me see. It's still not exiting the other instance. Let me try. What if I try doing another scene? Okay, weird. I guess we're just going to deal with a second instance of OBS for now. Anyways, welcome. We have wins from Silly, Captain Sparkle, and Byakua. So that's going to be Joe's Pyramithra, Raps, Byleth Amiibo, and Ikaba's Link. But let's get to your Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. But first, it's gonna play the wrong top 5 moments real quick. I'm gonna just switch it over, so ignore this real quick.
Nightmares, Byleth, Xion. Tell me if you've never heard this before, but Nightmares, Byleth, Xion in round 1 of a Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League against Very Dog's team has a 1 versus jab, 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 87 to 89. We're gonna see a neutral special. That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit. Lego Batman with the neutral special KO.
Okay, sorry for a little bit of scuffed all that. Hopefully, before we get to that, I'm just gonna see if we can get rid of that other thing real quick. Let's see, where do I go? Where do I go with trying to yeah, task manager. Alright, let me see if I can close the other instance of OBS real quick. There are 2 instances. This one right here, I need to force exit this one. Let me end this other OBS real quick. Okay, the other OBS is gone. We are back to our regular OBS. Alright, so, hello. Sorry for technical difficulties, all that. We should be recovered from the technical difficulties now. One little thing I did do is I lowered the volume of the music real quick, just so the music is not as loud. It's been about 16 minutes since the stream has started, so let's get started with the top 5 moments of the last round. Jab, 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 87 to 89. We're going to see a neutral special. That's going to hit. That's going to hit. Lego Batman with the neutral special KO against Bloom, capitalizing off of those missed neutral specials and side Bs from the Piranha Plant. I mean, all of y'all are familiar with Soul, as Vin Diesel gets that KO. So now here comes Ascent. MLO 456's Byleth Amiibo. One of the big additions for Edmonton this offseason in the draft. It's going to be 0 to 80 right now, but Doria, that hits Byleth. And see, he's going off stage. That's going to KO. That was a 0 to death. That was a 0 to death from C Sharp's Ganondorf Amiibo, as he has 2 KOs. Kaibine already taking 32, but Spike Ball, that's going to be KO. We're going to have Starless versus Kaibine now, and that's a shield break. That's a shield break, and that's a shield break. That's a shield break. That's going to be up smash. There's going to be up smash. Kaibine is at 74% right now already against Starless. It's going to be 74, 76, 85. That's another up tilt, and that one will KO. Panger with another game-winning KO, as Very Dog's team is going to win this 5 to 4. They advance to a 2-0 record. It's going to be down tilt though, 2-framing this, and it's going to be a back throw from the Zelda. That's KO number 2 from Diabell. So here comes Doveman's Banjo-Kazooie Funshine as the Chaos Corp. They're already finding themselves down a little bit already. It's going to be 116 to 5. It's going to be up throw into up air, followed by, do we see another up air? No, we see a down throw again into back air. That's going to hit the Banjo. That is not KO number 3 quite yet. This Banjo gets a good DI, but that's a KO number 3 from Diabells. The Novas have 3 KOs from Diabells alone. As Diabells, she is your leadoff, by the way. 3 KOs so far from Cicada Zelda, as Nachos is coming in. Nachos has to do damage control in a 5 versus 2 scenario. Here comes J9K's King Deity coming at you, and it gets instant damage from the Flare Blitz. 41, 43, 55, 195 this Charizard is alive at right now, but that 4th throw, that would be a KO at 214. A smart move from Nightmare to make sure he doesn't get hit, but he gets hit by that side B anyways in the 2-frame, and he gets KO'd. 152 to 110, and he gets KO number 3, coming at you with 3 KOs in this game. It's 190 to 75. Do we see, that's a down special, and that's a 4 KO performance from coming at you. So for the first time in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history, we have back-to-back 4 KO performances from any Amiibo in this game, but that's going to be Xion in a 1 versus 4 scenario, gets rid of the King Deity. Now we're going to see 941 for Detroit as... Alright, that was your top 5 clips from round number 2 of Season 3 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. We will upload those as proper videos. Well, I gotta add text to the round 1 top 5 highlights real quick, but those will be uploaded either tonight after the stream or sometime tomorrow morning or afternoon before we get started with round number 4. With that said, let's begin round number 3 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. We begin with no custody at Very Doggish's team, one of 4 teams who remains undefeated. Very Doggish's team, the Swarm, and the Dynamic Divorce are all 2-0 right now. We also have Detroit, who had a first round bye, and in this second round, they got a dominant win, that number 1 highlight, with J9K's King Deity with the 4 KO performance. By the way, that King Deity is the first Amiibo to have multiple 4 KO performances. He had one in Season 1, he has one here, and as mentioned in that clip as well, that was the first time we had a 4 KO performance in back-to-back rounds for like any type of Amiibo. So Nightmares, King Deity Pancakes, and then J9K's King Deity coming at you. But we apologize for the delays, we apologize for the technical difficulties, all that. Let's begin with no custody, your defending champion at 1-1 right now against undefeated Very Doggish's team. It's going to be the same roster orders as we saw in the previous round, so it's going to be No Honor, Snake Tails, Star Slot, Fipsh, and Bajista. They will be going up against Bubble Base, Uproot, Sauce Aldre, Valorex, and Starless. Bubble Base has been an interesting story so far in this 3rd season, with on the bench the entirety of both Season 1 and Season 2, but he's been on the Very Doggish team roster this entire time, as he's the leadoff against No Honor, going to be 32-17 as 32-32, 48-32. This is the 3rd home game in a row for Very Doggish's team. They will go on the road in the next round. Down special, that's going to hit this Mii Brawler though. It's going to be 79-81 after all that though. So Ryu comes back onto the stage, still getting the Shuriken hits. Fireball, that's going to put this Mii Brawler at 106, but neutral special, making it 101, 102 to 106 now. It's going to be side B, that will KO, and Bubble Base has another leadoff KO win. So here comes Snake Tails. This is Amalgamates Pyra Mithra. It's going to be 0 to 138 right now. Bubble Base is taking some damage, got footstool, but comes back, hit spotted down smash. He's coming back towards the stage though. It's going to be 0 to 151 now, but that up smash is going to miss. So side B, putting Snake Tails at 21, going to be up smash, followed by another up smash, and down special attempted, does not land. It's going to be 61 to back air. So Snake Tails with the KO, but takes massive damage, already at 72-71%. This Uproot, Net Easy's Omar Amiibo coming out for this team. It's going to be 79, 101 to 13 right now. Let's see. 116 to 13 right now between these two. It's still Mithra out for Snake Tails. By the way, I forgot to mention, we saw a switch to Mithra. Olimar with the neutral air. That's not going to KO quite yet, but ooh, Olimar taking that up special damage from this Mithra. It's 142 to 37. It's Mithra trying to rack up damage. 142 to 52. Up smash is going to miss, so Uproot comes back onto the stage. It's Pyra back. They walked into each other for a second, but Uproot is going to get that KO. So now we're going to see Net Easy's Zelda Star Slot. Got to be 9-68 right now. Star Slot waiting for Uproot to come back onto the stage. He will. It's going to be a red Pikmin, a white Pikmin, and a purple Pikmin, as that white Pikmin was dealing some damage onto Star Slot before getting killed by a down smash. It's going to be forward smash. That's KO number 2 for Uproot. Alright. So here comes Crunchy's Link Fipsh, as that's the red Pikmin already dealing some fire chip damage onto Fipsh. It's going to be up smash. That'll get rid of Uproot, so Uproot only have 2 KOs. So now we're going to see Sauce Aldre having a little bit of a slow start to this season number 3 after having 20 plus KOs last season. But Fipsh at 64%, the pills, those are not going to hit the Link. The Link is a little too low for the pills. Up throw from the Link, fall by, side B, gonna miss. It's gonna be 78 to 41 right now between these two Amiibo. Out of parry, Sauce Aldre did not capitalize out of the parry, so Link putting Sauce Aldre at 66%. 78 to 66, Dr. Mario with the up throw, but no follow-up. We're gonna see just the pill that's gonna miss. Sauce Aldre just shielding, gets hit by a jab, and forward smash. That's a KO from Fipsh as Sauce Aldre continues his slow start for Very Doggish's team. So now we have Link versus Link, Fipsh versus Valorex. Valorex had a pretty great showing in Season 3, round number 2. He's going to get another KO right here. That's his 3rd KO this season for Valorex. He got 2 KOs in the last game. He's doing pretty well in that number 4 slot. All of Season 1, all of Season 2, he was in that number 1 slot, as B-Fans Banjo-Kazooie Bajista has a 1 versus 2 scenario right now. And he's already at 60% against Valorex. There are still Pangers, Ganondorf, Starless in the back. He's gotten game-winning KOs in back-to-back games. It's going to be 78 to 59 right now. We see... Oh, Valorex with that forward smash. We are not going to see Starless tonight, as that's going to be a 5-3 victory for Very Doggish's team. They are going to go to 3-0 in this regular season so far. A strong start from this team as they are trying to make it to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. Let's see what that final result is. It's going to be 1 KO from Bubble Base, 1 from Snake Tails, 2 from Uproot, 2 from Fish, and 2 from Valorek. So each of the Link Amiibo getting 2 KOs each. Bajista did not get any KOs. It's going to be Starless. We're not going to see Starless tonight, so Panger's getting up Starless, just has the rest basically, gets that start but no appearances. Alright. So where is my pencil? Here is my pencil. It's a 5-3 victory as Veridox's team. They're going to be 3-0 now this season. No custody, your defending champion, 1-2. Despite this 3-0 start from Veridox's team, Sauce Alger is one of the concerns for this team, having a slow start to this regular season. In fact, let's look at that spreadsheet real quick of all the KOs. We come to Season 3 rosters, and let's look at Sauce Alger specifically as KO totals. Scrolling down. Actually, let me sort this by team real quick. So, oh wait, I need to actually switch it to my account. Sauce Alger, if we take a look at Sauce Alger, we're going to press those buttons real quick. Sauce Alger, if we include today's performance, he had 2 kills in the first game, 0 in this game, 0 here. So Sauce Alger on a little bit of a drought right now. Alright. With that being said, let's get that screenshot real quick. I forgot to send the round 2 screenshots. We will send those in the round 3 when tonight's stream finishes. But we're going to head to your first intermission, second intermission of the night actually. Let's head over there. Hello, welcome to the intermission. So we'll see if Sauce Alger can bounce back despite the team being 3-0, because Uproot and Valorek have been doing massive contributions for this team, and Panger, whenever he's been needed, the Starless Ganondorf Amiibo just sweeping things up. Alright, so round number 2 of Pool 11. On the top, we're going to see Colfin's Ganondorf, number 1 Twink. He's going to be the Amiibo bouncing left and right on system number 1. System 2, apologies, is 2, 3, 4. He's going to go up against Rap JM's Byleth Captain Sparkle. Alright, on the bottom left corner, let's look at the bottom left corner real quick. It's going to be Fammy's Me Brawler Flavor Town against Joe's Pyramithra Silly. I'm going to keep saying this every single time, but Silly is the reigning MVP from Season 2 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. And on the bottom right, Ikaba's Link Bayakua is going to be facing off against Soy Sauce's Lucas Infinity. So here's Soy Sauce's Lucas. Let's load that real quick. Alright. So those 3 matches are about to get started right now. When we return from the intermission, we will have Undefeated the Swarm against Red plus Blue. Good luck. Alright, so that's going to be round number 2, as I don't think we have any undefeated Amiibo. I think everyone either won a set in the first round or the second. Let me check. Just give me a little minute, as we have wins from number 1 Twink, Flavored Town, and Infinity. And yes, every Amiibo is 1-1 in this pool after 2 rounds, so nobody is winless, nobody's undefeated. The differential difference between the best and the worst right now is +1 to -1. So this is a very close pool with 3 rounds remaining. Going to be very, very interesting to see what we get towards the end. Alright. Let's get back to your Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Hello, welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be a second game of the night. We are going to have, it's going to be the Swarm at red plus blue. So, the Swarm is one of your undefeated teams who remain. They are currently 2-0 right now with that order of Mr. Ninja, Vin Diesel, Baba Booey, Sidon, and I Don't Love You. We actually did not see the King Deity in the last round because of how big they won. As for red plus blue, they are going to have Lego Batman, Hassan, Dumas, Fred, and Lore. So, wait, let me double check red plus blue score real quick. It should be, yeah, they lost the first round, won the second round against the Elephants. Okay, they are 1-1. Alright, so Lego Batman, they had that number 5 clip in the previous round with that neutral special against Penguins, Piranha Plant Bloom. Vin Diesel, he had the number 4 clip with that 0 to death against Ascent on Edmonton's roster. So we have 2 Amiibo who had top 5 highlights. Let's see if we get another top 5 highlight in this game. Begin. Sid's Very Dog's team won in the last game. Every other team is trying to chase them with 3-0 records. Of course, Detroit, they had a bye in the first round, so Detroit would only be 2-0 if they win their game later on. But Mr. Ninja, Lego Batman, they're your lead-offs in this game, as we're going to see Lego Batman already off stage. They're going to pair that down smash. It's going to be down tilt, neutral air, side special. Mr. Ninja at 43%. We're going to see side B get parried. Up smash from Lego Batman. It's going to be 46 to 34 right now between Ninja and Batman. Going to be neutral special missing. Up smash from Lego Batman. 66. Up special. 81 to 37 right now as Lego Batman comes back to the ground, gets hit by the down special, needs to come back onto the stage now. She will come back. It's going to be 89, but jab, jab, jab. 99 to 61. Dupe comes back onto the stage. We're going to see out of parry. Up smash. That will be a face plant KO for Mr. Ninja. So, Lego Batman gets that KO. Now we're going to see Vin Diesel as already taking 28 from that down smash. Dash attack into, we see the forward air missing. Going to be a, let's see, forward smash. That's going to send Vin Diesel off stage, and I think he's going to be too far. Nope. He comes back onto the ledge barely. So we're going to see just Doria from Vin Diesel. He gets that KO. So now it's going to be Ganondorf versus Ganondorf. Vin Diesel versus Hassan. C-Sharp's Ganondorf against, it's going to be Cicadas, and oh, he does it again. That's the exact same thing he did to Ascent in the last game. So Vin Diesel with 2 KOs, the second being a 0 to death. He does it again. So now we're going to see Dumas. That is Duke Fizzle's Pokemon Trainer Amiibo, but Vin Diesel is going to die right here. So 3 Amiibo each right now. Baba Booey versus Dumas. It's going to be forward smash from this Olimar, followed by, we see the back throw, and do we see a down air? We do not quite yet in this scenario, as this Olimar doing a decent job nullifying Charizard, but now Charizard's in that Flare Blitz range, jumps though, gets hit by the grab, into a forward smash. Charizard still off stage, not going to switch his square one off stage, but down air. Baba Booey with that KO, nullifying that Charizard completely. Great job from Vic Texas Olimar Amiibo. Going to be 35-37 as there's some chip damage from here. Baba Booey versus Fred, as we have Olimar versus Olimar now. 62 to 8% right now. It's going to be up smash from Fred, putting Baba Booey at 73. We see just a throw now from Baba Booey, putting Fred at 18. Forward smash, going to make this 73 to 28, 73 to 45 right now between these Olimars. Going to be, actually both of these are Alfs. Yeah, both are using the Alf, so it's going to be Pink Alf versus Green Alf. And forward smash will get rid of Baba Booey. So here comes Luckman, Link, Sidon. Going to be Boomerang, trying to get that Boomerang, forward tilt in the other direction. 0 to 74 right now, 2 Amiibo each. So if these Amiibo get KO'd right here, the Swarm, they have Ditto's King Deity, I Don't Love You in the back. And behind Fred for red versus blue, they're going to have Penguins, Meta Knight, Lore. But 42 to 114 right now, we see Sidon just getting hit by this Pikmin. It's going to be neutral air into Boomerang the other direction. Down smash gets parried. That one's going to get interrupted. And Sidon, no, that's a down air from Fred. So Fred has 2 KOs himself. But I Don't Love You with the revenge. So it's going to be down to the last Amiibo flat. I Don't Love You versus Lore. It's going to be Dupes,
Ditto's King DD against Panger's Meta Knight, 31, 52 to nothing right now, as that Gordo had gone deflected from the Meta Knight up special. Lore has not taken any damage so far. He finally gets hit by the down smash, and now the Gordo, 63 to 31. The Gordo is stuck on the ledge, and that's massive damage onto Lore. Lore gets hit by the Gordo again, already at 59, 72%. It's gonna be 63 to 72 after all of that chaos. Gonna be 75 to 82 after the DD forward tilt. Gordo gonna send Lore at 107 off stage, and we see a forward air from the Meta Knight now into back throw from the DD. Lore is off stage, needs to come back on. We're gonna see forward smash get interrupted from his King DD. Side B misses from the Meta Knight, but forward tilt in the wrong direction. It's gonna be 96 to 129. Both are coming back onto the stage right now. It's gonna be down tilt missing. Forward tilt hits the Meta Knight. 96 to 146. We're gonna see up smash get interrupted by the Meta Knight forward air, and that's a miss side B again from Lore. So Lore trying to come back onto the stage after the forward tilt, and side B that's gonna get shielded, but nope, the last hit did not land. But this one is gonna hit. That won't KO I Don't Love You quite yet. It's 116, 156. Forward air from Lore, and Lore is gonna win this for red plus blue, as only 3 undefeated teams remain. It is a 5-4 victory for Panger's Meta Knight Lore. Put a W Lore in that chat if you are a huge fan of Lore. Very amazing Amiibo who's just doing pretty good both in the preseason and this regular season so far, as both teams are going to have 2-1 records right now. This is the first loss in the season for the Swarm, as red plus blue, they will advance to 2-1. Alright. So let's look at those stats real quick. It's going to be 2 KOs from Vin Diesel, 2 KOs from Fred, then we see KOs each from Lego Batman, Baba Booey, I Don't Love You, Dumas, and Lore in this 5-4 victory. It was back and forth, and then the evil opposite version of back and forth, and then the evil opposite version of back and forth. Alright. So, you thought he was going to plug in as an elite leadoff, but he's been doing great as the anchor so far. I can definitely see how Meta Knight could work as a leadoff. I think we saw the Starbreakers using Amalgamates in the last round, but that Meta Knight's going to be benched in this upcoming round, as the Starbreakers, they're going to be using Chuck E. Cheese as a leadoff. We're not going to see the Starbreakers until the 7th game of this night. They're going to be facing off against the Ceiling Fans. So that King DD leadoff over there, that's going to be interesting. We saw Edmonton using a King DD leadoff. Edmonton, they're going to be the 5th match, but for now, we're going to head to that intermission between now and the 3rd match. Hello, welcome to the intermission. Let's press those A buttons. Very tight, very close, interesting pool. We're only 2 rounds through out of 5, so all of these Amiibo, they are 1-1 right now. The leading Amiibo is going to be Kofin with a +1 differential. Fami is in last place right now with a -1 differential. Everybody else is at 0. So let's see. Fami is going to be facing off against Kofin actually. So the current best and the current worst Amiibo according to those standings is going to be facing off. Meanwhile, on the bottom left corner, we're going to see Rap JM's. It's going to be the Byleth Amiibo going up against Ikaba's Link. Let's find Ikaba's Link Amiibo real quick. There she is, loading. And on the bottom right, we're going to see Joe's Pyramithra Silly, the Season 2 MVP, going up against Soy Sauce's Link, Lucas, Infinity. Sorry, Soy Sauce's Link already played. They played back like Pool 1 or Pool 2. They're advancing to the final stage, but Soy Sauce's Lucas, they're trying to get over here in this tight pool. We're going to see who wins these matches right now, and when we come back from this intermission, we're going to have the Time Zone Squad at Team Instinct. Good luck.
Alright. So, we're going to see wins from Kofin's Ganondorf, Ikaba's Link, and Joe's Pyramithra Cilius. All 3 sets go to game number 3. So, we're loading that right now. Bracket.com. It's still working for now. There's like a 50% chance it's going to break later on in the stream, but that's a 50% chance later in the stream. Alright. So, the Amiibo you see on the screen, they currently lead right now, with Kofin being 1 point differential higher. So, I believe Kofin is +2 at 2-1. And the other 2, Ikaba, Joe, they are +1 at 2-1. We'll look at those standings, but let's get back to your Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Alright, so I'm going to get a sip of water real quick before we introduce the teams. Alright, welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Yes, 2 AM, that is me. That is System 1 on the top of the screen when we have that travel box. Anyways, we're going to have the Time Zone Squad at Team Instinct. Team Instinct is also getting 3 home games in a row to begin their season, similar to the Very Dodgers team. I don't know if there's any other teams that are kind of like that. I think maybe... No, Dynamic was on the road last week. And yeah, Starbreakers actually... No, Starbreakers was on the road last week too. So just those 2 teams being on the at home 3 games in a row. So, as mentioned in the previous stream, there was a trade between the Time Zone Squad and the Novas. The Novas got Doodlebob in exchange for Cicadas, Olimar, Voyager, and a 2nd round pick from the Novas. Which means B-Fan Zelda Aria has been struggling a little bit for the Time Zone Squad, so they're going to try putting Voyager in that number 2 slot. Aside from that, the rest of the roster is the same, so it's going to be Aika, Voyager, Gazan, Pancakes, and Trident. This is Voyager's 3rd different team this season, and this his rookie season. Was initially drafted by Your Worst Nightmare, was cut in the preseason, was signed by the Novas, and then traded over here to the Time Zone Squad. As for the expansion franchise Team Instinct, we're going to see that same starting 5 roster as we've been seeing the last 2 rounds. So Ike, Half Mario, Gancho, Haim, and Bloodflame. That's going to be your starting 5 for this team. Another team involved in trades with the Novas. Alright, both teams are 1-1 right now. The winning team will advance to 2-1. So let's begin. By the way, there is a trade that happened between the last stream and this team. Sorry, not this team, but this stream. There was a trade between the Chaos Corp and Your Worst Nightmare. So it's a swap between heroes. So 1AM's hero, the Madman, is being sent to the Chaos Corp, and in exchange, NetEasy's hero Pump Patch, who got the game-winning KO in the championship game, is being sent to Your Worst Nightmare. So both of those people, they're going to be on the bench. Your Worst Nightmare is on bye this week, so we're not going to see them tonight. And the Chaos Corps, we're going to see them at the very end, but the Madman is not playing. I just want to mention that little minor trade real quick. But we did see a signing from the Chaos Corp. We'll bring that up whenever they are playing. But let's begin. The Time Zone Squad at Team Instinct. Good luck. Final destination, the home stage for this Team Instinct, as we're going to have Aika and Ike as your leadoffs right now. It's going to be very hard trying to say them a little bit differently, so I'm just going to say Isabel and Hero. Going to be 56 to 21. We're see a forward tilt. Side B, that's going to be fully charged side B, which misses. So Hero only got 59 mana, 42 mana. There is a bomb. No, actually, the bomb is gone, but Aika already at 110%. We see the Kaboom. That's going to miss. It's going to be 110 to 21 right now. Let's see. Up tilt into up tilt, followed by up air. As Ike at 52%. Going to be 57. Side B sending Aika off stage, but Fireball. That's going to kill, and Ike gets this leadoff win over Aika. So now, here is the debut of Cicadas, Olimar, Voyager in the regular season. We saw them in some preseason games with Your Worst Nightmare, but now here they are with the Time Zone Squad. Immediate down air, deep KO for the Time Zone Squad. So Voyager already producing for this brand new team. Gonna be 40 to 0 right now as Half Mario, that is Joseph's Kirby, just dealing some damage already onto Voyager. 66 to nothing right now. We're gonna see just some damage on that Kirby with the side B, but killing that blue Pikmin. 82 to 22 right now between these Amiibo. 100, and that up smash will KO Voyager. So here comes Ina Craft's Violet Gazan after Joseph's Kirby Half Mario, just putting a good lead over here. But we're gonna see down air, massive down air on stage into up air. Half Mario already at 82%, gonna be 83, 84 because that's green. Out of shield, we're gonna see a back throw. That won't KO, but Half Mario is off stage. We see the Kirby, it's gonna go high, but gets that down air, does not shield. So it's gonna be up air, and that will KO. So Gazan closes that gap. It's going to be 24 to 0 right now. So now we see B-Fans, Me Sword Fighter, Gazan. Going to be 39 to 21. And the Violet tried going for that downer, but does not land. Side B will get shielded. Forward smash out of that shield.
39-44 between this Byleth and this Mii Sword Fighter. Another shielded forward smash. Gonna be down tilt into no neutral air from that Byleth. It does get a neutral air in the dash attack though. And down air. It's not the spike version. It does not KO, but B fans of Mii Sword Fighter at 94%. Off stage again with a throw. And we're gonna see 52-102. Another throw from Gazan, putting Gansho at 112%. 54-112 after some chip damage. That forward tilt will not KO quite yet. 54-127. Let's see. We're gonna see a forward tilt, just 4 tilts missing from this Byleth. 68-127 right now. It's gonna be out of shield, and that's gonna be just the Mii Sword Fighter trying to come back to the ledge. Gazan at 86 after getting hit by the down special. It's gonna be 86-138. We're gonna see the down air miss. We see a forward tilt. That forward tilt finally lands, and Gazan just waiting for this Mii Sword Fighter to come back. Forward throw again as Gansho still alive at 157. This is 96-157. Dash attack won't KO Gazan quite yet. He will come back to the stage. He has enough distance with that tether. It's going to be up tilt. No up air follow up, but we do see forward tilt, and that will KO Gazan. So Gansho survives. He hangs on. He gets the KO, and now we see the current KO leader, Nightmares, King Deity, Pancakes. It's going to be 0-180 right now. He's going to miss that Gordo. It's going to be 10-180. We're going to see just 21. It's going to be forward throw. That's going to be KO number 7 for Pancakes. As now it's down to 2 Amiibo each. Haim comes out. Immediate Flare Blitz for massive damage. Going to be 51-12 right now. 65-12 as 65-27. Charizard tries to go off stage but does not do anything. It's going to be down tilt from this King DD followed by Flare Blitz. Gets interrupted by the forward tilt. 65-51. That Flare Blitz is going to get shielded. Pancakes at 92 against Haim 63. Forward tilt. That's going to result in a switch to Squirtle. So Panker's Pokemon Trainer switching to Squirtle right now. So the lightweight Squirtle gets a heavy hitting Pancakes. Let's see how this pays off for Team Instinct. Gotta be 105-76 right now. We see the back throw. 115-76 as both Amiibo trying to come back onto the stage. Neutral air. Gonna put Haim at 91, but most importantly, the Ivysaur is out now. And Charizard is back. That's a Flare Blitz. It's gonna miss. Forward tilt, and we're gonna see another Flare Blitz attempt. We don't. It's gonna be 117 each right now as Charizard comes back onto the stage. Up tilt. That's 2 KOs from Pancakes now. So Pancakes at 8 KOs. So Blood Flame has a 1 versus 2 scenario. 1AM's Pyramithra Amiibo gonna be throwing Thorn. It's gonna miss, so Thorn will miss. Pancakes comes back onto the ledge. It's gonna be up smash, so Blood Flame eases things up. So it's gonna be Trident versus Blood Flame. Down to the last Amiibo, gonna be down tilt, up smash, followed by back air for the Ganondorf. It's gonna be up tilt, up smash from the Mithra. Gonna be 33-32. We still have Mithra out right now. It's gonna be 33-70. Up smash from the Ganondorf is gonna miss. It's gonna be down special. Blood Flame still Mithra right now. It's gonna be 33-90 right now. As let's see what happens. It's gonna be forward tilt, sending Blood Flame to 106. Still Mithra being out right now. Off stage, it's 33-124. As that's an up tilt. That's gonna land, and Trident gets the game-winning KO for the Time Zone squad. They're gonna win this 5-4. GG, Superberry. A 5-4 victory for the Time Zone squad is going to put them at 5-4 because of that up tilt from Luckman, Ganondorf, Trident. This Time Zone squad, they have been a much different team from Season 1 to Season 3. Luckman's Ganondorf Trident is the only active starter from Season number 1 because Doodlebob, Nezuko, and Mordes, they all got drafted to different teams or traded to different teams. Slime God is still on the Time Zone squad roster, but Slime God is on the bench. But with that, this Time Zone squad, they got 2 wins so far, 3 rounds in. Nightmares King Deity Pancakes is at 8 KOs this season right now. Massive pace. It's only been 3 rounds, and he's 1/3 of the way to the record. Guys, at the current pace Pancakes is at right now, he is expected to break the record in round 10 because the Time Zone squad has a bye in round number 9, so their 9th game is round 10. That is a very huge chance that we see the record broken halfway through the season at the current rate he's at right now. But let's see. 5-4 victory will update those KO totals. We see 2 KOs from Pancakes, 1 from everybody else except Haim and Aika. Alright. So Voyager contributing some good in his first game since being traded to this Time Zone squad. Pretty good. He's definitely somewhat of an upgrade from Arya, one of the trade acquisitions. But we're going to see the next match after we have our intermission. I am forgetting how to speak English, so we're going to head straight to your intermission as the Time Zone squad. They are 2-1. Team Instinct is 1-2. Hello. Welcome back to the intermission. So, do you guys really think Nachos is going to break the record that quickly? Sorry, not Nachos, but Pancakes.
He's currently on pace to reach 24 KOs by the end of round 10. As for your intermission pools, round 4 of this intermission, we're going to see Kofun against Ikaba on the top. So the winner of this is going to advance to 3-1. So let's put Kofun, going to be Ganondorf, number 1 Twink. Number 1 Twink going to be going up against Ikaba's Ling Byakuya. I am botching that name. I apologize for botching that name pronunciation. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. It's Byakuya. Yeah, Byakuya. I am not good when there's a double Y's. Anyways, on the bottom left corner, we're going to see Soy Sauce's Lucas Infinity against Fami's Me Brawler Flavortown. So we're going to see that on the bottom left corner. And as for that bottom right, we are going to see Joe's Pyramithra Amiibo Silly, the reigning MVP of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. They will be going up against Rap JM's Byleth Amiibo Captain Sparkle. So let's load that in right now. Not an Amiibo. No, it is. Watch. See? It is an Amiibo. Alright. We're going to get started with round 4 of these intermission pools. And when we return, we are going to have Detroit at Toronto. Detroit is 1-0, but that's still considered undefeated. Can they join Veridog's team as one of the remaining undefeated teams? We'll find out after this break. Alright, so we're gonna see wins from Kofin's Ganondorf, #1 Twink, Family Demamis, Me Brawler, Flavortown, and Joe's Pyramithra Silly. So I did see the end of that game too. That Pyra, she had a game-winning KO, but the Violet had DI'd because I saw that red screen and the Violet just forced to game 3 instead. But it's still a 2-1 victory for Joe. Let's look at those standings with 1 round remaining to this pool. Kofin and Joe are both 3-1 right now. Kofin with a +4 differential, Joe with a +2 differential. Then we have Fami at 2-2 with +0 differential, and Ikaba at 2-2 with a -1 differential. So, let me see who plays who in the final round. Kofin and Joe do not play each other. So, if both of those Amiibo win, then both of those Amiibo are in, and that's your #1 and 2 slots. But if they lose, that could potentially open things up for Fami. Let's see. Yeah, that could open things up for Fami and maybe Ikaba. Let's see who they are facing. Ikaba faces Joe directly, and Fami faces Rap Jam. Kofin faces Soy Sauce. Then Rap Jam, Soy Sauce, they are 1-3 right now. They are eliminating. Alright,
Let's get back to your Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League though. Let me press the right button. This is the right button.
Hello, welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. For the fourth match of the night, we have Detroit at Toronto. So, for those of you who did not see last night's stream, coming at ya, J9K's King Deity Amiibo had a 4 KO performance last night against your worst nightmare. This is coming at ya's second 4 KO performance in career history. He had one back in the first season when he was still a member of Detroit. So, Dandori coming at ya, 941, Hero Brian and Yuri. We might see Hero Brian and Yuri today making their Season 3 debuts against Toronto. For Toronto, we are still not going to see the Season 1 MVP Nezuko making her start for Toronto. So it's going to be Linus Alpha, Prof Help, Silly, Varan, and Kai Vine as your starting 5 for Toronto. Detroit is 1-0. They had a bye in the first round, trying to advance to 2-0. While Toronto, they are 1-1. The winner of this will walk out with 2 wins. Let's get started. Alright, let's press those buttons. Up, left, right, down, A. And that A button. So Dandori and Linus, they're going to be your leadoffs. Let's get started. So, with one game alone, that King Deity we mentioned is in the top 3 for KOs right now. He might be able to catch up with Pancakes maybe, but Pancakes is on a whole nother level right now. Dandori and Linus is already at 49%. It's going to be 15 to 65 right now. Let me get a little closer to the microphone real quick. 43 to 65 right now, 55 to 65. Linus closing that gap right now. It is a purple, a white, and a blue pigment for his Olimar, but forward smash. That won't KO the Olimar quite yet, but Linus trying to go off stage and just get a little chip down for the off special. Forward air on the way back to 96 to 65 right now, as Linus has not taken any damage in about 10 or so seconds. Neutral special was going to miss. Down smash gets interrupted by an Olimar up smash, so it's going to be forward smash. 104 to 100 right now, and Dandori just trying to throw in with presence alone. 112 to 110. Up smash will not KO quite yet, so it's going to be 112 to 115. We're going to see forward air. 127 to 115 right now between these two Amiibo. It's going to be Linus going to get the up throw, and we're going to see, do we see up air? We see forward air. That won't KO Dandori quite yet. Dandori is still alive, but oh, the yellow Pikmin got attached to Linus for a little bit. Did not deal any damage because she died immediately, but it's going to be 164 to 117 still. It's going to be up throw. That up throw actually KOs Linus with the leadoff win against Dandori. So here comes J9K's King Deity coming at you with 4 KOs in only 1 game this season. It's going to be up smash getting shielded, followed by up tilt, and that is KO number 5 for this King Deity in only his 2nd game of the season. So now we're going to see Duke Fizzle's Mii Brawler Prof Help. This is another Amiibo who has had a 4 KO performance back in Season 1. He did it in Round 7 of Season 1 against the boys who folded after that season ended. Gotta be 57 to 45. Both of these Amiibo, they've been with the same team all 3 seasons. 57 to 69, Prof Help. That Gordo is going to be a little wide right. 57 to 82 right now. We're going to see the forward air. Prof Help is off stage. We see the Gordo that's actually going to hit the Mii Brawler. 57 to 111. That is going to... Nope, he comes back. Down tilt gets shielded. Sorry, parried, my apologies. 79 to 111 as we're going to see a shielded side B again. We see a neutral special. That gets shielded. Off smash misses, so down tilt from his King Deity. Gordo, that's going to miss. A little wide left this time. Going to be side B. That will actually... No, not yet. Coming at you will not be KO'd quite yet. It's going to be a up tilt. Up tilt again. Can Prof Help get KO number 6? 113 to 135 right now. He's gonna be up smash. Survives the up smash actually. 132 to 125 right now. Sorry, 135 that the Mii Brawler is at. Forward tilt, and that will KO. So coming at you has 6 KOs right now. He is at the same pace as Pancakes on the Time Zone Squad roster, but now the reigning MVP Silly gets that KO. It's gonna be 3 Amiibo flat, as now we have 941 against Silly. Amalgamates Ganondorf versus Joe's Pyramithra, gonna be 15-20 as the Mithra is out right now, dealing some good damage, but gets hit by the forward tilt into the down tilt, and the down special is gonna get shielded. 37 to 45, we see the neutral special, but only a few hits from that neutral special actually land. 45 to 74, do we see we switch back to Pyra? We still see Mithra out right now for Toronto. 56 to 74, now we see a switch to Pyra. Forward air, that's gonna be enough to KO, so Silly gets her 2nd KO of the game. So, Herobrine, welcome to the 3rd season of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is your Season 3 debut. What will you do? Down smash, and 2, let's see.
Side B is going to land. It's going to be down smash missing from this Mii Sword Fighter. 19 to 105 right now. Silly, an up smash or even a forward smash. Side B getting some good chip damage. Fall by Herobrine just not really doing much. Gets hit by a jab, jab, jab. 49 to 105. Mithra out right now. Up smash is going to miss. It's going to be a down smash missing again. Jab, jab, jab from the Mithra though. 58 to 105. Herobrine trying to come back onto the stage. We're going to see a down smash. Herobrine comes back onto the stage as we see Silly switching back to Pyra. Pyra gets a jab, jab, jab. Forward smash. Gonna miss. Sorry. Side B. My apologies. 79 to 119. Silly is off stage. Comes back onto the stage but went high but gets away with it despite this down smash from the Mii Sword Fighter. Neutral special putting Herobrine at 99. Can Silly get her third KO of this game? Gonna be 120 to each right now between these two, but it's a 2 versus 3 scenario, and she does! Joe's Pyramithra Silly gets her third KO of this game. So now we're gonna see 1AM's Zelda Yuri for Detroit gets that KO, but it's a 1 versus 3 scenario for the Zelda. 17 to 0 right now. Now we see Cicadas, Sephiroth, Varam, gonna be 45 to nothing. That snap gonna make it 70% to nothing as we see, nope, no explosion. Up tilt from the Zelda, only dealing 7%. It's 89 to 13 right now. That would have been a game-winning up smash from Varam, but it does not land. 3 hits of that up smash, another 3 hits of the up smash get parried, and now another 3 hits of the up smash. That is 9 parries and 3 up smashes from the Sephiroth, and he gets the up smash KO to win this. 5 to 3 for Toronto. Alright, so Detroit is going to win this 5 to 3 against, Toronto is going to win this 5 to 3 against Toronto. So that's going to bring us down to 2 undefeated teams. Veridog's team, who is 3-0, and the Dynamic Divorce, who we will see later tonight. They are 2-0, trying to join Veridogish in that 3-0 quest. But let's see with the KOs. 1 KO from Liness, 2 KOs from Coming At Ya, 3 from Silly. Then we have Yuri with a KO and Varam with the game-winning KO. We will not see Kaivine tonight for Toronto as they win this 5 to 3. Toronto is going to be 2-1. Detroit is going to be 1-1. Alright. So let's take a little look at that. Coming At Ya at a very similar pace as Pancakes right now. Had a 4 KO start followed by 2 KOs. I'm interested in seeing what this King Deity does. He led Detroit in KOs in the first season, had a good amount in season 2, although I think Herobrine had the most. I'll have to double check that information though, but that's going to be a good win for Toronto as the reigning MVP shows why she is the reigning MVP. 3 KOs against Coming At Ya, 941, and Herobrine. Alright, let's head to your intermission, folks. Hello, welcome back to the intermission. We have round 5 of this pool. Gonna be pool 11 of the giant intermission. So, as mentioned, Kofin and Joe have win and in scenarios, and they do not face each other, so they have different opponents. Let's press those A buttons real quick. Alright, on the top of your screen, we're gonna have Soy Sauce's Lucas Infinity going up against Kofin's Ganondorf. Let's load that real quick. On the bottom left, we have Ikaba's Link against Joe's Pyramithra. Ikaba has an outside-looking chance of getting to this pool, but first, this Link needs to defeat this Pyramithra. As for the bottom right, Fami and Rap Jam. Rap Jam might have a chance. He needs to win, and I don't know what the differential math quite says yet. It might involve some very funky stuff, but we're going to get started with the 5th round. When we begin this 5th round, that will be the last round of this pool 11. The next intermission we do would be pool number 12. Let's actually see who's in pool 12 real quick. It's going to be Mario Duke Link Layla, NetEasy's Olimar Uproot, Dave K. Simon Corndello, Holy Wars' Zelda Nvidia RTX, Staples B Brawler It's a Me, and Joe's Sephiroth Him. So we have back-to-back Joe Amiibo in these pools. Alright, but that's going to be pool 12 for the next intermission. When we get done with this intermission, however, we're going to have Edmonton at Ottawa, the first of 6 Battles of Canada. That's right, because there's a 3rd Canadian team in this league, we have not just 2 Battles of Canada, but 6 Battles of Canada. But we're going to get to that when we come back from your intermission. Good luck!
Now return to your original position. Watch the flow of my movements as I demonstrate. Focus on stretching your back. Now return to your original position.
Watch the flow of my movements as I demonstrate. Focus on stretching your back.
Okay, so here's a little update on those standings because of the sweeps from Infinity and Byakuya. So, Kolfin's Ganondorf is 3-2 with a +2 differential regardless of what happens. He is still going to advance. Ikaba's Link is in that number 2 slot, stealing it away from Joe's Pyramithra. So Joe's Pyramithra is eliminated. Family Demand, since he went to game 3, let me look at the math real quick. If he wins, he's going to be 3-2 with a +1 differential, but he'll be tied with Ikaba's Link, and it would go to head-to-head, I believe. Actually, no. Fami would win by default because Fami would have 7 games taken, 6 games dropped, even if he wins this. So, right now, the current scenario is, if Fami wins, Fami takes the number 2 slot, but if Fami loses, Ikaba will take that number 2 slot. Joe is eliminated. He's down to the last stock right now in this game 3, 2 rap jams with Bryolith Amiibo, but we're going to see what happens there, but that is your latest update on this Pool 11 standings. I will come back to you when we end this match. Okay, that was quick. Hello, welcome back. 1 AM here. As I just mentioned, Rap Jam Byleth gets that win, which means Ikaba's Byleth steals the number 2 slot from Joe's Pyramithra. And we're going to see those results right here live as we have your final standings for Pool 11. It's going to be Kolfin's Ganondorf Twink, number 1 Twink, winning this pool with 3-2 record +2 differential. Ikaba's Link Byakuya is going to take the number 2 spot, 3-2 record with +1 differential. Joe's Pyramithra is going to miss out with a +0 differential at 3-2. Then, at 2-3 with -1 differentials, we have Rap Jam's Byleth, Fami's Me Brawler, and Soy Sauce's Lucas. So this is the closest pool we've had all tournament long. But Kolfin, Ikaba, they will advance. Joe will unfortunately miss out in the final stage, because wildcard, that's not high enough differential for the wildcard. You need at least +2, maybe +3 by the end of this. We're almost halfway done with those pools. We'll reach the halfway point in the next stream. But on our next intermission, we're going to have pool number 12. We already said who was going to be in there, but it's going to be Dave K's Simon, Holy Wars' Zelda, Joe's Sephiroth, Mario Dude's Link, NetEasy's Olimar, and Staples' Me Brawler. That's going to be pool 12, but that's going to be after your next match of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Speaking of which, welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. So, with the addition of Ottawa as an expansion franchise, the Battle of Canada series has expanded from a 2-game between Toronto and Edmonton to a 6-game clash between Toronto, Edmonton, and now Ottawa. This is going to be the first of those 6 games, as we have Edmonton going to Ottawa for the first of 6 Battle of Canada. In fact, should we rename this to Clash of Canada? I'm not sure, but it's going to be your same starting 5 for both teams, as Edmonton, they are 1-1, going to be using Crouch, Doofinator, Ascent, AI Sonic, and Betterness against Ottawa, who is 0-2 right now, trying to pick up their first win. We're going to see that same order of Sauron, Papaya, Love Foolish, Informer, and Antivirus. So, even though this team is 0-2 right now, Papaya has been putting on a show. Obsesses Piranha Plant. 5 KOs in the first 2 rounds so far, only being bested by Nightmare's King Deity Pancakes. Let's see if he can catch up, because Nightmare is at 8 right now. Papaya can catch up, but he gets another 3 KO performance. Shall we begin? Let's begin. Battle of Canada, battle 1 of 6. So let's press that up, left, right, down. Going to press that A button. So who do you think will be the best of the Canada teams? Let's find out. Pressing those A buttons now. Crouch and Sauron are your leadoffs. And we're going to be on the Omega form of Ottawa's home stage, Memento's Omega form. So it's going to be 21-23 right now, as Crouch already putting 34 on Luckman, Sephiroth, Sauron. That Gordo was going to be wide left, but invulnerability would not hit it anyways. 31-62 as forward tilt. Sauron is about 6% away from getting that wing activated, and he will have that wing activated after only 18 seconds. So 31-99 right now. We're going to see Sephiroth up smash. It's going to hit on the tail end, forward tilt, into gets hit by the forward tilt from the King Deity. Going to be down tilt. That will actually KO. So Crouch with this leadoff win for Edmonton. So here comes Obsessive's Piranha Plant Papaya. 5 KOs so far this season. Can he make it to 6, 7, or even 8 to catch up with Nightmare's King Deity Pancakes? We're going to find out.
That's going to be the neutral special. That's going to put Crouch at 134. He's going to go for a Poison Cloud. That's going to put some chip damage. Down special gets armored. 142 to 53, but up tilt putting Papaya at 65. Sorry, not up tilt, up air. Down special, that is going to miss. It's going to be 155 to 65. Spike Ball is going to miss as Papaya at 77% right now. He is struggling to KO this King Deity who's at 155. We're going to see the out of parry. Nope, it's going to be just getting hit by the forward tilt. Another forward tilt. Papaya at 108%. Gordo is going to be wide to the left. 155 to 167 to 109. Spike Ball, that will actually land, but Crouch is still alive at 185%. But that Spike Ball will do it. That is KO number 6 for Papaya this season. So here comes Doofinator, who led Edmonton in KOs last season. Gonna be 22 to 109, 34 to 109, and that Spike Ball, Olimar is gonna actually get hit by the Spike Ball. Doofinator already at 50%, gonna be 50 to 120, but forward smash, Papaya will only have 6 KOs. So that's gonna be tied with, I believe, Silly and a few others. Gonna be 50 to 19, 50 to 35, 50 to 51 as Love Foolish, Luckman's Joker Amiibo already taking 61%. Arsene is actually gonna be available right now. So this Joker is taking a massive beating, 88% right now, already has Arsene activated, gonna be 60 to 110 as not even Arsene is helping out this situation right now, 60 to 114, 60 to 122 as Arsene got a little bit of Arsene left, gets a little bit of down to the up air, but down air, that's gonna run out Arsene, and Love Foolish gets KO'd. So that's KO number 2 for Doofinator right now. Jokaya's Olimar Amiibos. Now we see Informer. 1EM's Byleth. Gonna be 99 to 107. Informer just gonna go off stage, but nope, comes back on. Gets hit by the yellow Pikmin, though, some chip damage. It's gonna be 104 to 14 right now, but down air, followed by up smash. Informer already at 39. 54 from the purple Pikmin, down air. 104 to 63, 70% right now. Informer taking massive damage. Gonna be 78, and we don't see a down air, but Doofinator was gonna try, but gets hit, and we see a back throw. That won't KO quite yet. 129 to 83 right now. There's the yellow Pikmin putting chip damage on Informer. It's gonna be up tilt. Informer make sure there's no third KO. So now we have Byleth versus Byleth. Ascent with a KO, but antivirus. C Sharp's Hero Amiibo with a 1 versus 3 scenario. Kaboom, gonna put Ascent at 71% right now. Since we have Soulman's Hero Amiibo right now, we forgot to do the promo when Vin Diesel was out, but the Soul Season 9 Invitational is going to happen at some point this month, I believe. Going to be the final tournament of Soul Season 9. We are done with the regular season, so if you are one of the top trainers in there, I believe you're going to make it into the final tournament, and that's where we're going to determine the ultimate champion of Soul Season 9. I'll get more info on the final date, all of that, whenever we get more details, but go check out the Smash Ultimate Amiibo League if you want to. We're going to do season, I think, in the off-season, I think the Buffalo wants to try doing Arena Tours, but we're going to find out more about that later on in the future. I'll provide you more details on updates if you want to join Amiibo tournaments, but in that mean case, Antivirus will be KO'd as this is going to be a 5-2 victory for Edmonton over Ottawa. Alright. I managed to do that soul bit in time. Perfect time. Alright, 5-2 victory for Edmonton over Ottawa as Ascent gets that game-winning KO. I believe he has 2 KOs in this game to make up for getting KO from C Sharp's Ganondorf, actually. So, let's see. 1 KO from Crouch, 2 from Doofinator, 2 from Ascent. We don't see AI Sonic, we don't see Betterness. Papaya and Informer get 1 KO each for Ottawa. Ottawa is going to fall down to 0-3. Alright. So, out of curiosity, how many KOs does Doofinator have so far for Edmonton? It's going to be... Let's see. AI Sonic was in the lead. Okay, Doofinator's going to be at 4 KOs right now. AI Sonic was leading at 3, but we don't see him in this game, so he's not going to get any appearance. He will get credited for that start at least. But Ascent, with that 2 KO performance, is going to put him at 3 KOs for the season. We'll get more updates, more infos on those KO totals when we come back from the intermission. In fact, let's actually head to the intermission right now. Alright, this pool is over. Let's get to pool number 12 of this giant intermission. Let's see who we have. On the top of your screen, it's going to be NetEasy's Olimar Uproot. So if you're not familiar with intermission tournament lore, this Olimar won the first and second intermission tournaments, and this Olimar also made it to the finals of intermission tournament 3. Those were the intermission tournaments during Season 1 and Season 2 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Uproot is trying to become the grand champion of this giant intermission, but now there are round-robin pools instead of one big bracket. Can he win this pool? He's going to have to deal with Mario Dudes, Link, Layla as his first round opponent. On the bottom left corner, let's see who we have as my A button. There we go, A button finally working. It's gonna be Joe's Sephiroth him going up against Dave K's Simon Cornicello. So let's bring in here, let's bring in there. And on the bottom right, we're gonna see Holy Wars' Zelda against Staples Me Brawler. So, before we begin, this is usually the part of the stream where I tell an interesting story, so we're gonna have a little bit of a follow-up on yesterday's story real quick. So, okay, now an Amiibo. I go back to the store today because I have a bunch of coins. It turns out to be about $17 worth of coins after, they take about like 13% because, that's how the machine makes its profit. I go to the register, see if they have any Pokemon cards left. They are sold out. Somebody got all the Pokemon cards between when I went 6 a.m. yesterday and when I got there at 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. the next day. Yeah, those scalpers, they're crazy, man. They're crazy. I just happened to luck out. But I still want to get my Pokemon cards. So what I do instead, I go to a card game store, but this is like 10 o'clock. I get there. So I get a few things at the grocery store, walking around that new grocery store because it's brand new. I want to get familiar with that layout because I might be going there a little more often. It's next to the university. I go to the card game shop, but it's only 11:15. They don't open until noon. So I go to a pizza place. I eat there. They got a pretty good combo. They got huge slices of like New York pizza and a soda for like $10. So I eat there. I eat the food. I go to the card game shop and I get card game packs. I get like 3 packs of the Pokemon Scarlet Violet Destined Rivals. I didn't get anything crazy, but I did get like a cool looking Blaziken at least. So that was cool. Anyways, that's it for that story. We probably won't have any continuation to that story until like later, like next month, something like that. We're gonna get started with pool number 12 of a giant intermission right now. When we return, we're gonna have the 8-bit butts at Dynamic Divorce. The Dynamic Divorce, they are 2-0 right now. Let's see if they can join Veridog's team at being the only 3-0 teams. But that's gonna happen when we come back. Good luck.
one does it. Alright, so all 3 sets, let's see, Mario Dude, Case Link Layla is gonna get the win over Net Easy's Olimar. We're gonna see a win from Joe Sephiroth him against Dave K. Simon, a 2-0 sweep. And we see a 2-0 sweep of Holy Wars' Zelda over Staples' Mario. Alright, so that's going to be it for round 1 of this pool number 2. Let's get back to your Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Before I introduce these teams, I do want to ask the question real quick. How does Ottawa bounce back from their 0-3 start? Here's my opinion. I think Ottawa needs to tap into their bench right now. We look at the bench for Ottawa. There's only 3 Amiibo on their bench right now, but it's going to be Eon 2's Dark Pit Seraphim, Enacraft's Zelda Zeldina, and Ditto's Ganondorf Taste. Taste was one of the draft picks Ottawa used. Zeldina was a dominant Zelda from Your Worst Nightmare in the 2 seasons it played for. And Eon's Dark Pit Seraphim, it was kind of shaky in the first season, but then was much more improved for Nose in Season 2. I think the solution for Ottawa to bounce back from this 0-3 start is for them to tap into their bench, because Sauron has struggled in that leadoff right now. He's 0-3 as a leadoff right now. Papaya has been carrying the team so far, but Antivirus has been doing solid. But Informer kind of struggled with the Time Zone squad. He's starting to struggle a little for this team, and Love Foolish is not really doing much for this team. So I think for Ottawa to bounce back from their 0-3 start, they need to tap into their bench. We'll see if Ottawa does make any adjustments in round 4 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. They face Your Worst Nightmare in that 4th round, however. Your Worst Nightmare also on an 0-2 start, so we're going to see one of those Amiibo getting their first win in that 4th round. But as for the present, we have the 8-bit bots at the Dynamic Divorce. Scorpion, who is PGX's Simon Amiibo, currently tied in 3rd place for the most KOs with 4. He had 2 in the first game, 2 in the second game. As this Simon, he's been doing pretty well for this team, even though they blew a lead in the first game. As for their opponent, Dynamic Divorce, they are 2-0 right now, trying to join Veridogs's team as the 2 remaining undefeated squads. Can the Dynamic Divorce do it? Will they also go up to 3-0? Let's find that out right now. It's gonna be your same roster orders if we have Purplim, Scorpion, Yorbenis, Sub-Zero, and him going up against Mythos. To be determined. Aerith, Mythos, Tifa, and Failnaught. I think I did the roster order correct. Yeah, Purplim, Scorpion, Yorbenis, Sub-Zero, him, Aerith, Mythos, Tifa, Failnaught. Let's get started. Will the Dynamic Divorce advance to 3-0, or will they suffer the first loss, making Veridogs's team the last undefeated franchise? Purplims, to be determined, are your leadoffs, as this is a home game for the Dynamic Divorce, your Season 1 champion. It's going to be 27-25 right now. We're going to see the up tilt from this Samus. This Samus has been pretty solid as a leadoff so far. Going to be 27-69 between this Samus and this Poron Plant, as to be determined already at 83%. Side B, it's going to be just missing. We're going to see the down tilt from this Samus, followed by the tether grab, back throw, to be determined at 114. But the Samus goes off stage, and down air, that's going to be a weak hit for the down air, but neutral air going to send Poron Plant off stage. Poron Plant will be able to come back because of that great recovery. Going to be down to air into neutral air. To be determined. He is to be determined at 152% right now, and that up tilt is going to be a KO. Purplins continues their leadoff dominance. So Joe's Zelda Aerith immediately coming out, putting some massive damage onto this Samus, 113%, and that up air, that's going to be revenge KO for Amiibo Flat right now with Scorpion. One of the recent talks of the town is going to be coming out for here. It's going to be PGX to Simon Amiibo, going to be 6-20 between this Simon and this Zelda. We see a down throw into the forward air. Aerith at 42%. We're going to see the back throw now as, the up air actually hits the Simon. So it's going to be 23-51. Forward smash making this 41-51. Another forward smash, but that gets shielded. Down tilt for the Simon Amiibo is going to be 41-66. We're going to see cross. It's on its way back, but the whip does hit Zelda the other direction. It's going to be a back throw, sending Aerith off stage at 90%. We see a cross. It's going to be the X. Both of them miss. 41-113. As there we see an X now. That does not get reflected. The Zelda just trying to reflect those projectiles the Simon is throwing. 52-114. Forward smash gets parried. That was going to miss. 52-128. We're going to see the cross. It's not going to do anything on the way back. It's going to be forward tilt. Aerith at 137%. It's going to be down smash. And Scorpion has 5 KOs this season so far. So now we're going to see Luckman's Hero Amiibo Mythos. We're going to see a forward smash. That's a critical. And that is the first
critical smash attack KO of the season. It belongs to Luckman's Hero Mythos. So it's going to be 0 to 33 as now we have Yo Bennett. That's another critical forward smash from this hero. 51 to 33 right now between the Dynamic Divorce and the... I forgot the other team. 8-Bit Bots and Dynamic Divorce. My apologies. 52 to 62 to 52 right now. Up tilt. That's going to be no blue screen, but Yo Bennett with the KO against this hero. So now Joe's, Cloud, Tifa. Going to get that forward smash, and we're going to see just a Cloud. Going to get that down tilt, followed by another down tilt. Yo Bennett still off stage and neutral special. That one is going to be, comes back into the stage barely. 111 to 19% right now. Forward smash, that's going to KO. So it's going to be down to 2 Amiibo each with a 37% difference as Sub-Zero. PGX's Richter Amiibo, the other Belmont, going to be 18 to 60. Joe's Cloud gonna have to use that up special with the limit break. Gonna be 18 to 60 right now, but side special gonna send Sub-Zero off stage. Gonna be 42 to 62. We're gonna see the Richter gonna go for nope, forward tilt misses. We're gonna see a forward tilt misses again, but forward tilt that time does land. 42 to 77 right now between these two Amiibo. The limit meter break is about 1/3 of the way through. 60 to 94. That axe is gonna hit. 60 to 114. We're gonna see it down. Nope, no down smash. Gets interrupted by the Cloud neutral air. Forward tilt. It's gonna be 84 to 114. That Cloud forward smash will result in a KO, and it's gonna be a 1 versus 2 scenario for Joe's Sephiroth him. He is back in this home stage, in the place where he won a championship as Tifa self-destructs this Sephiroth Amiibo. He got the game-winning KO back in Season 1 for the Dynamic Divorce. He comes back to the place he helped build as he now faces against the Dynamic Divorce. It's going to be 62 to 8% between him and Failnaught, and 82 already as him with a wing side special from Failnaught and the Dynamic Divorce. They are going to win this 5 to 4. They will join Veridox's team as one of 2 undefeated teams with 3-0 records.
Alright. So let's press that A button real quick. 5-4 victory for Dynamic over the 8-Bit Bots. So Dynamic Divorce, they're going to be 3-0 now. The 8-Bit Bots are going to be 1-2. 2 KOs from Tifa before the self-destruct happened. And then we have 1 KO spread across the board from everybody except Sub-Zero and to be determined. Alright. We'll update that spreadsheet as we go, but Scorpion, the Simon Amiibo, has 5 KOs so far this season. That is good. That is good so far. Pretty interesting development from PGX. He's been one of the trainers who's been just helping out the Belmont Brothers a lot recently. He's been very achieved, very accomplished. He's got really cool Simon, really cool Richter, all that. But we're gonna head to your intermission right now. We'll update those spreadsheets whenever we come back. But the Dynamic Divorce, they are 3-0. They're going to enter their bye in the next round, and when they come back from the bye in round 4, they will take their undefeated streak to the Ditto Burritos in round number 5. So they will be undefeated entering round 4. So that's good news for them. Do they face each other, Dynamic and Veridox's team? Let me check I'm gonna check something real quick. I'll be back in a second. Do they face each other? D&D at, let's see. D&D at EBT. D&D at Detroit TV Start. No, that's Detroit. I'm trying to see if they face each other. If these two teams will face each other or not. It's gonna be Starbreaker at D&D, Red Blue, DT, Novas, Dynamic, Dave, face 10 from the final round. I'm looking. No, it appears that they do not face each other in here. So there is a non-zero chance that we have 2 undefeated teams at the end of the season because of who those 2 teams remaining are. Will that happen? I don't think it will happen. We've never had any undefeated teams so far. The best we've had is Detroit, who went to 6-0 in the first season. Alright, but let's get back to your intermission. Hello, welcome back to the intermission tournament. Let's press those A buttons real quick as we have round 2 of Giant Intermission, pool number 12. Alright, let's bring in Mario Dude's Link against Dave K's Simon. Mario Dude's Link Layla gonna be jumping left and right on that top screen. Dave K Simon just gonna be scanning him in right here. Alright. On the bottom left corner, let's press those A buttons again. Gonna be Staples' Mii Brawler against NetEasy's Olimar. So both these Amiibo 0-1. Both of them trying to get the first win. And as for the bottom right corner,
It's gonna be Holy Wars' Zelda against Joe's Sephiroth him. So let's bring in the Sephiroth. Scanning. Alright. When we come back from this match in the intermission, we are gonna have the ceiling fans at the Starbreakers. But that's gonna happen when we come back. Good luck.
Alright guys, this is an Amiibo tournament channel, so we're going to talk about Amiibo real quick. Apparently Nintendo announced a toddler block set, and the characters double as Amiibo. So now we're going to have toddler block Amiibo of, looks like Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi. Are you guys going to get them? I think it's kind of funny, just toddler blocks, all that. I mean, we had like those Universal bands, like the wristbands, the watches, those work as Amiibo if you ever gone to Universal. We had the cards too. The cereal Amiibo is still like bizarre to me, but I might get those toddler blocks just for like completionist purposes, especially if they work in Smash Ultimate in the game. But yeah, I just saw that while scrolling through Twitter real quick. Here, let me send the link real quick on the Squad Strike Discord server, the general chat, just gotta show you what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I find it funny, I find it bizarre. I like the idea, just toddler blocks as Amiibo, like baby's first Amiibo. Woohoo! Anyways, We have wins from Layla, Uproot, and him as that concludes the second round of pool number 12 of the Giant Intermission. Let's head back to your Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Hello, welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be match number 7 as we have the Ceiling Fans against the Starbreakers. So the Starbreakers are the other team to begin with an 0-2 start. They are going to host the Ceiling Fans. So we're going to see Bloom, Doom, Dr. House, NetEasy, and Stardazer going up against Chuck E. Cheese, who is going to make their Season 3 debut in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League as the leadoff, Panger's King Deity Amiibo. The rest of the roster for the Starbreakers, it's going to be Acorno, Your Mom, The Trader, and Cloud Jr. So try to remember who's been benched. It's going to be, if I scroll down to Starbreakers, it's going to be Nobody's Meta Knight Spooky, who's going to be benched so that Chuck E. Cheese can play. So your leadoffs, it's going to be Panger versus Panger, Bloom versus Chuck E. Cheese. Let's get started. Alright. The Ceiling Fans, they're currently 1-1, while the Starbreakers are 0-2. Very Doggish's Dr. Mario Doom, that number 2 slot for the Ceiling Fans, is tied in 3rd place for 4 KOs entering this round. But Bloom versus Chuck E. Cheese, they are your leadoffs. 0% each right now as we see up throw, up smash, Bloom already at 34. Forward air, it's going to pit Chuck E. Cheese, putting this Piranha Plant at 61 because the Gordo bounced on the second hit, and that's another Gordo hit, 76% already, and we're going to see Chuck E. Cheese, up tilt, that gets parried, up tilt again, and do see an up air, we see the Gordo, that's going to hit Bloom at 103%. Chuck E. Cheese, will he get a 0 to death? He does not. That forward tilt gets interrupted, and Chuck E. Cheese already taking 48 because of the Piranha Plant. It's going to be 103 to 54 right now. We're going to see the forward throw and the forward air. It's 103 to 85, and we see the down air. That's going to, nope, Chuck E. Cheese does not get caught under the stage. Just a little off to the left, a little wide right, and he would have been caught underneath. 106 to 104 between these two Amiibo, and Gordo, that's going to send Chuck E. Cheese, Bloom off stage, and it's going to be 119, 104. Chuck E. Cheese gets hit by the down air, and we're going to see up throw from this Piranha Plant. Not able to KO Chuck E. Cheese quite yet. It's going to be up air, and Bloom makes that recovery to get this KO leadoff win. So here comes Lucille's Piranha Plant Acorno. Struggled a little bit in the leadoff position for the Starbreakers last 2 rounds. That's why the Starbreakers were testing out the other Amiibo, but 93% already? Well, Acorno gets the KO, but that's going to be an easy KO for Doom to pick off if Doom can get that KO. But he's going to... Oh, no! He self-destructs! So, Very Dog says Dr. Mario Doom self-destructs, so Acorno is going to be credited with a KO in that game. So Acorno has 2 KOs in this game already. So now it's going to be 1AM's Me Sword Fighter House MD from the hit show House MD. Going to be 11 to 122 right now. Acorno coming back onto the stage is going to be, let's see, up smash, 29 to 122. It's going to be down air. Not able to KO Acorno quite yet. We're going to see the Piranha Plant coming back onto the stage. Down special, 29 to 145. It's going to be Acorno with the get up attack, 41 to 145. Down smash, that will KO. So Dr. House gets a KO in this game. I believe that's his 4th KO this season. We'll double check after this. Gonna be 73 to nothing right now between him and Your Mom. 3 Amiibo each still. If Dr. House can get the right damage onto this Link Amiibo, already 37%, he can close that gap which got open because of the Very Dog self-destruct. Gonna be 73, 95 to 54 right now as we see Your Mom just a forward smash at back air. Dr. House soft stage, he will be able to come back on safely. Gonna be down air. Dr. House is still alive at 131% right now. It's going to be the bomb. Nope. Down special misses. We're going to see up special get shielded. So it's going to be 131 to 98 right now. We see Dr. House walking straight into a bomb. It's going to be 139, but that up smash, that will KO. Your Mom has the KO, but because of that massive damage dealt from this Me Sword Fighter, NetEasy, he has a prime opportunity to even things up. It's going to be 21 to 109, 34 to 109. We're going to see the down down from the ledge. 34 to 120, Fireball sending Your Mom off stage, and this hero, he's going to chase. He is not going to chase, but he does get a little bit of chip damage. It's going to be 34 to 153. We're going to see this hero just hit by the second down air. It's going to be 63 to 153, but down air. Down air spike from NetEasy, going to even things up. So now we see Nightmares, Steve Amiibo, the Trader. So it's going to be 92 to 0% right now. We see the side special from the Trader as NetEasy off stage. He's going to have to come back onto the stage. He will. This is Amalgamate's hero, NetEasy, different from Slime God. Slime God is still on the Time Zone Squad roster. We saw those blocks, but those blocks do nothing. As Zerby, he has, oh, there's a bomb, The bomb does not explode. Sorry, it does explode, but it doesn't KO, but that up smash will. So, Stardazer has a 1 versus 2 scenario if he wants to get this win for the ceiling fans. But if the Trader or even Cloud Jr. holds on, the Starbreakers will get their first win in this season. Gonna be 28-39 as we see a missed up smash from the Trader. Gonna be 28-50. We're gonna see, let's see. We see a Gordo that's gonna put Trader at 68, but that other Gordo that's gonna get DAD'd. Gonna be 28-78 right now. Gonna be up tilt, followed by, do we see the up air from the King Dedede? We see the Anvil deflecting that Gordo, but does not hit the Dedede. 28-87 as up tilt after shielding those multiple. Gonna be 28-100. There is iron available for this Steve if he can get it. It's gonna be 51-102. He is mining, he's mining, he's mining, he's mining. No gold yet. 65-102 between Stardazer and the Trader. We see the minecart as Stardazer off stage, but so is the Trader. They both come back on around the same time. We see mining, mining. Gold tools are available for the Trader if he can get them made. Gonna be side B that misses. The Trader is off stage. He's gonna come back on safely. Nope, gets hit by the Gordo. Still alive though. 91-126, gets hit by that Gordo, and he will be KO'd. So Stardazer evening things up in terms of stock, but he is down by 101% against Cloud Jr. That is Luckman's Cloud Amiibo. Gonna be forward tilt, Gordo. That's gonna hit the Cloud Amiibo, and I think, does he get KO'd? Nope, not yet. Cloud Jr. will come back onto the stage. Another forward tilt from Stardazer. We see the Gordo. Uh-oh, there's a Gordo stuck on the ledge. There was a Gordo stuck on the ledge. And Cloud Jr., okay, it despawns, but that Gordo's going to hit Cloud Jr. And is Stardazer going to make the comeback? Stardazer makes the comeback for the ceiling fans. So the ceiling fans are going to win this 5-4. The Starbreakers will fall to 0-3 alongside Ottawa. There is one more team who is winless. That's going to be the last game we have, not this next game, but the game afterwards. But a 1-2 comeback for Stardazer as, let's look at that, KOs. 2 KOs from Acorno. That KO, the second one will count against Doom, even though he self-destructed. 2 KOs from NetEasy's other King Dedede, Stardazer. We also see KOs from Bloom, Dr. House, NetEasy, Your Mom, and the Trader. As this is going to be a 5-4 win for the ceiling fans. They will advance to a 2-1 record, while the Starbreakers, they fall to 0-3. And we will update you on those KO totals. By the way, a little update from the previous game. Joe's Cloud Amiibo Tifa now has 5 KOs this season with a 2 KO performance in that last game. So not bad, not bad. Alright, we're going to head to your next intermission now, but there is no but, it's just the intermission. Alright, so let's look at what we got next. We're going to have on the top, Staples' Mini Brawler. It's a me going up against Mario Dude's Link Layla for round 3 of this Giants intermission. On the bottom left corner, we're going to see Dave K's Simon Cornicello going up against Holy Wars Zelda NVIDIA RTX. Alright, here's the Simon. Let's bring in the Zelda. Alright. And on that bottom right corner, we are going to see it's going to be NetEasy's Olimar Uproot against Joe's Sephiroth Hymn. So it's going to be one of those classics, folks. A NetEasy versus Joe match on that bottom right corner. If NetEasy wants to load. Alright. Even my old DD is goated. Yeah. You know what? Let's see how many KOs he has so far this season. Let's take a little look. It's going to be... That is his second and third KO, but that's going to be his second game-winning KO this season. So I think Very Doggish still leads in terms of team KOs despite self-destructing, but yeah. Anyways, we're going to get started with round 3 of this Giant intermission, pool number 12. When we return, we're going to have the Ditto Burritos at the Novas. Good luck. You gotta be kidding me. A 0 to death from NetEasy's Olimar. Remind me to save that replay. That just happened on the bottom right corner of your screen. Alright. So, that's going to be it for round 3. This is round 3, right? Yeah, round 3 of Pool 12 of this giant intermission. So, we have wins from Mario Dude's Link, Holy Wars' Zelda, and NetEasy's Olimar. Before we do anything else, save that replay. Let's save that replay. There, replay saved. The replay is saved. So that's a good news for NetEasy. That 0 to death he had over Joe. So 2-1 victory for NetEasy. We also see a win for Nvidia. So that's a 2-0 sweep. And we also have a 2-1 win from Mario Dude's Link Layla. Before we head to our next match of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, we're going to take a look at those standings with 2 rounds remaining. So, Mario Dude's Link is the last undefeated Amiibo with a 3-0 record. Joe Sephiroth was 2-0 but suffers that first loss to NetEasy. Holy Wars, Joe, and NetEasy are all 2-1 with a +3, +2, and +1 differential respectively. Mario Dude is 3-0 with a +4. So we have a very tight contention for those higher pools. Alright. With that being said, simply have the replay saved for NetEasy's Olimar with that 0 death. And we have an update on those standings. By the way, there's 2 Amiibo that are 0-3 in this pool. Staples and Dave K, they're 0-3. They're actually going to face each other in round 5. So there's a chance we have a match between 2 on winning. Bracket. Never mind. The bracket's going to be in the description for the giant intermission. It's going to be pool number 12. Did I ever pin it in this Discord server? I'm not sure. It's available on USAC too, since this is a USAC ranked tournament. But we're going to head back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Alright, welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be Season 3, Round 3, Game number 8. We have the Ditto Burritos against the Novas. Both teams are 1-1 right now, trying to get their second win each. So, the Novas had a massive blowout win in the last game. We saw 3 KOs from Diabells, and then we saw 2 from, I believe it was it Zilly that got 2 KOs? Let me check. Let's scroll down to the Novas real quick on the spreadsheet. Yes, it was Zilly with the other 2 KOs, including the game-winning one. But we do see a change in the roster order. Doodle Bob, who was acquired from the Time Zone squad, will be in that number 2 slot. So unless Diabells gets 5 KOs sweeping this entire team, we will see Doodle Bob debut today. As for the Ditto Burritos, it's going to be their same roster order as last time, so it's going to be Ditto, Tilted, Freak, Piglet, and Layla. Let's begin. This is going to be a home game for the Novas. We forgot to explain the rest of the roster order for the Novas. So let's talk about that real quick. It's Diabells, it's Doodlebob at 1 and 2, it's him at number 3, Zilly is going to be down at number 4, and then in that number 5 slot, it's going to be A+ to me, the Byleth Amiibo. Both teams are 1-1. Winner will become 2-1. Loser will fall to 1-2. This is still early on in the season, but you want to win as much as you can. Ditto, Diabells, they are their leadoffs, as this is the Nova's home stage of Magnificent Omega form. Up tilt, up tilt, up tilt. Up smash is going to miss from Diabells. Up throw into up air. Ditto at 59. We see a second up air. Do we see a third one? No. Yes, we do. 94, we see the side special, that's not going to land, but 3 up airs, sending Ditto to 94% as Diabells threatening with massive damage, and forward air, that is going to be another KO for Diabells. I believe that is Diabells' 5th KO this season, because Diabells, she is one of those Amiibo tied for the most KOs, sorry, not the most, but the 3rd most KOs so far early in the season, entering this round. So now we see NetEasy's King Deity, Tilted, the all-time leader in KOs in both Season 1 and Season 2. Gonna be 46% this Deity's out already. It's gonna be a C. Forward tilt gets parried, but only the first hit. Forward smash, that's gonna land, and only 1 KO from Diabells, but she's gonna finish this round with 5 KOs total. So Doodle Bob makes his Nova's debut. Acquired from the Time Zone squad, was a starter in both seasons for the Time Zone squad, was benched and got traded. Gonna be 78 to 50. He was one of the members of that 14-2 team back in Season 1, but that PK Thunder, that's going to get rid of Tilted, and now we see Rep Jam's Hero Freak. Going to be side special, making this 11 to 50 as up smash. Oh, that was only the first heart, but now this one is going to be up smash. It's going to be 39 to 66 right now. We're going to see, let's see, Doodle Bob with the down special. Side B's not going to land. That one is not going to land either, but this third one, it will hit Freak. It's going to be down throw, fall by. Let's see what we get. We're going to get a up tilt from the hero, but it misses. Fireball, sending Doodle Bob off stage. He is going to DAD to get back on the stage. Off-stage shenanigans. After the off-stage shenanigans, Doodlebob trying to come back onto the stage. Forward air. Gets hit by the hero forward air, though. Going to be 100 to 125. Forward tilt. Going to send Doodlebob off stage the other direction. 100 to 141. We see the fireball into... That is too high for the hero to reach. Gonna be 100 to 152 right now. Doodlebob still alive. And up smash. That is his 2nd KO of this game. So Piglet with the revenge KO. It's a 2 versus 3 scenario as it's him. It's him. Panger's Dr. Mario specifically coming out for the Novas after Doodlebob had 2 KOs. 22 to 28 as this Ganondorf bullying with those forward tilts. It's gonna be forward smash getting parried. Down special from the Ganondorf, 22 to 74. This is J9K's Ganondorf Amiibo against Panger's Dr. Mario. We see a down special get shielded. Back throw, fall by. That pill is gonna miss. That's a down air. That's gonna KO, and it's him. He's gonna make this a 1 versus 3 scenario for Mario Dude's Link, who gets that revenge KO. So it's gonna be a 1 versus 2 now. But now we see Duke Fizzles, King Deity, Zilly who's gonna go off stage. Not hit this Link quite yet. It's gonna be 31 to 10. Do we see the Gordo. That is gonna miss because of DAD. It's gonna be 42 to 17 right now. Gonna be the forward smash, up smash. Gonna be 42 to 40. Dash attack is interrupted, so the King DD racking up some damage. 74 that Leila's at right now, but forward smash, that's gonna send Zillihu off stage, and Mario Dude's Link Layla. Layla is gonna try going for the back air, gets hit by the King DD forward air. 99 to 60 right now. It's gonna be a down throw into up air. Zillihu at 83%. There is still a Byleth in the back for the Novas, however. It's going to be 99 each right now between these two Amiibo. We're going to see the Boomerang fall by forward air from the King Deity. 112 to 109, and that's going to come down to the last Amiibo now. So it's going to be Mario Dudes' Byleth Amiibo, A+ to me, who's going to save the day for the Novas, as the Novas, they will hang on 5 to 4. Alright. So Doodlebug has an amazing debut for the Novas. Doodlebug, he just has great debuts. Back when he debuted for the Time Zone Squad, he had a 3-1 comeback against Veridog's team. We almost see that happening, but Mario Dude's Byleth A+ to me saves the day for the Novas, as we're going to see 2 KOs from Doodlebug, 2 from Layla, 1 from Diabells, 1 from It's Him, 1 from Tilted, and 1 from Piglet. Alright. Diabells reaches 5 KOs this season. Doodlebug with a great debut. I think It's Him. How many KOs does It's Him have? That's going to be his second. He did not appear in that last game because, as I mentioned, the big blowout. But A+ to me, that's going to be A+ to me's first KO of their career. And it's a game-winning KO too. Saving the day for this team. Alright. The Ditto Burritos are going to fall to 1 and 2, while the Novas rise to 2 and 1. We're going to get that screenshot real quick. And then we're going to head to your intermission. Alright. You think this Sword Fighter is naded on you every time before, so you're thankful? I'm going to have to actually look into that, because I know you've had a couple of games against like this team specifically. Alright. Welcome back to the intermission. We are going to see in round number 4, let me actually pull up the round number 4. On the top of your screen, where you have Mario Dude against Holy Wars. Brother will kill brother. It's gonna be the Link against the Zelda. So let's find Mario Dudes' Link Amiibo Layla. And we're gonna find Holy Wars' Zelda NVIDIA RTX. That NVIDIA RTX, it was promised to me. Trust me. Alright, on the bottom left corner, we're gonna see Joe's, Sephiroth, him going up against Staples' Me Brawler, It's a Me. Alright, so let's find Staples. And then on the bottom right, we're going to have NetEasy's Almar Uproot against Dave K's Simon Cornicello. So, I mentioned those standings already. We have Mario Dude at 3-0, Holy Wars, him, and Uproot. All 3 of them are 2-1. It's going to be a very, very tight round if both Joe and NetEasy win. And even if we see a win from Holy Wars, we're going to have tightness, we're going to have chaos, we're going to have insanity, and we're going to determine if we get that right now. When we return, we're going to have the last match of the night for the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League Round 3. It's going to be the 456 Squadron at the Chaos Court. Good luck! By the way, I know this just entered game number 3 between Joe and Staples, but because of losses from Holy War and NetEasy, if Joe wins this game 3, Joe can get himself a win and in scenario entering the final round. Now, Joe does have to face Mario Dude, so having some sort of advantage entering the final round would most certainly help, as Mario Dude is going to be undefeated. We'll talk a little more into the standings, all of that, but just a little heads up on what is active right now. Alright, so Joe Sephiroth will win in game 3. That's gonna possibly get him a win and in scenario for entering the final round, as he has to face undefeated Mario Dudes Link Layla in that final round. So, we look at those standings. Mario Dudes Link 4-0, +6 differential. This Link on the top of your screen will be advancing to the final stage no matter what. In second place right now, Joe's Sephiroth, him 3-1 with a +3 differential. Then we have Holy Wars and Zelda at 2-2 +1 differential. NetEasy's Olimar Uproot with a -1 differential. Both of them still have a chance. For Holy Wars, it's going to be a little bit easier than NetEasy. NetEasy, here's what NetEasy would need. Let's actually take a look at it real quick. So Holy Wars and NetEasy, they do face each other, by the way. So the winner of that match would have the advantage if Joe loses. Here's what NetEasy would need to advance to the final stage. NetEasy needs to sweep. Get a sweep against Holy Wars' Zelda Nvidia RTX, and Mario Dudes Link needs to get a sweep against Joe. If that happens, both Amiibo will be 3-2 with a +1 differential, but since NetEasy defeated Joe in pools, NetEasy should have the tiebreaker, because they will be tied at winning 7 games each. So that is the latest for your standings. That is the latest for your scenarios. NetEasy, you just need to hope and pray, but it is very much possible. Just sweep and Joe gets swept. Joe, if you're listening to this, ignore everything I just said. You want the exact opposite of what just happened. But we're going to head to your final Squad Strike match of the night. It's going to be the 456 Squadron at the Chaos Corp. So, the 456 Squadron is currently 0-1 right now. They had a bye in the second round. we're going to see Error, Crystal, Valerios, Mediafire, and Grim Knight. On the other side, we see a new amiibo on that number 2 slot. So, I did mention that there was a hero for hero trade. We're not going to see the Madman who was just acquired from your worst nightmare in the starting lineup, but the Chaos Corp had an extra roster slot available. They only had 8 amiibo on their team at this point, so they decided to sign Dovman's Pokemon Trainer Unite. The undrafted free agent is going to get his start right here in the number 2 spot for the team. But meanwhile, the main narrative here, the Hound is going to start against their former team, the 456 Squadron. As the 456 Squadron, they are going to use Error again in the leadoff. Let's see how that went in the first round. Error, he got a KO leadoff win. Let's see if he can pull that off again. Let's get started with your final match of the night. Intermission final pulls will be done after this, so stick around. Up, left, right, down. We're going to press those A buttons real quick. Error versus the Hound are your leadoffs. And there are double Pokemon trainers in those number 2 slots too. That could make for some interesting interactions. This is going to be a home game for the Chaos Corp, so we're going to be on the Omega form of Great Cave Offensive. Going to be 11-12 right now as the Olimar forward smash gets parried. Going to be Isabel just dealing some damage. 34-23. Isabel going for that down air. We have some off-stage scenarios right now. Both of them just trying to come back onto the stage. 40-34 right now. We're going to see Isabel come back on again. 52-34, 52-48, as these amiibo, they've just been trading hits going back and forth. Forward smash from the Olimar, putting the Hound at 63. We're going to see the up smash again from the Olimar. The Hound is at 80. 96 from the up air, going to be down tilt, followed by nope, down air from the Olimar. Going to get hit by that, actually. And we see down air from the Olimar. That gets kicked, so the Hound is still laughing out. Down air from the Hound, and Olimar, Olimar, he's going to have to throw his Pikmin to come back onto the stage, and no, he falls short. So the Hound gets a leadoff KO win against their former team, but immediate Flare Blitz from Crystal. So Nightmare's Pokemon Trainer, as we have Crystal versus Unite. It's going to be a Charizard lead versus the Ivysaur lead. It's going to be Ivysaur just getting some good damage on the Crystal so far. Forward smash and Crystal off stage, coming back on. This is Dovman's Pokemon Trainer and Ivysaur lead. That's one thing I need to fix on the spreadsheet. I forget to tell who's like leading off for who, as Crystal just racking up damage, barely come back onto the stage now, but already at 135%. Crystal needs to come back on Nightmare's Pokemon Trainer. This Ivysaur gets the KO, so Dovman's Pokemon Trainer Unite gets a KO in their very first game in franchise history. So it's going to be 27 career history, my apologies. Nightmare's hero Valerios is going to come out now for the 456 Squadron. They have to do a little bit of catching up as now Unite. The Charizard is out now. That's right. That KO was done with the Ivysaur. Now we're going to see the real damage with the Charizard as Valerios at 57. Another Flare Blitz. That's going to be 2 KOs from Unite in their Squad Strike debut. But Forward Smash from Mediafire going to KO this, as that was a 4 versus 2. Now a 3 versus 2. Going to be Mediafire versus Funshine now. Dovman, Banjo-Kazooie, Amiibo. Going to see down tilt. Going to see the bomb being held. It's going to be 7-27. Up smash going to put Funshine at 43. We're going to see a back air followed by, let's see, the bomb. It goes off for this Link. Forward smash gets parried. Link with the down smash. Funshine is off stage. He's going to have to use a side B, I believe. Yeah, he's definitely going to need a side B in order to come back onto the stage. If he can, he will. And he does hit the Link as well. 36-88 right now. That is the first of 5 feathers being used for this Banjo. Funshine off stage again. He's not going to need the feather this time. 36-110. We're going to see up smash. That won't KO Funshine quite yet. Funshine with the down air on the way back. We're going to see the boomerang almost hits Funshine. Down smash. That's going to make this 2 each. So Mediafire with 2 KOs. As now we see Nightmare's King Deity Nachos. Up smash, gonna put Mediafire at 82. It's gonna be the bomb that's gonna hit both of them. 91-9, gonna be, let's see, Nachos coming back to the stage. It's gonna be the boomerang into the arrow, another arrow, but it's 104-31 after the forward tilt from Nachos. Gonna be 104-39, 112-39 after the forward tilt. Gordo, that's gonna hit the Link actually. Gonna be 128-39, and Nachos tried going for that forward air, but gets hit by the up tilt. So, sorry, up special, but up smash, that's going to be KO for Nachos, as now Grim Knight has a 1 versus 2 scenario for the 456 Squadron. 27-67 as forward smash. Grim Knight is off stage, going to get hit by that Gordo, and I don't think he's going to come back. He's not going to come back after that second Gordo. Nachos is going to get 2 KO performance and forward air, just as insurance to make sure that this does not come back. The Chaos Corp manufactures more chaos again, as they're going to win this 5-3 against the 456 Squadron. Nachos with 2 KOs as each of Nightmare's King Deity Amiibo, 2 KOs each for the night. Nightmare Nachos with 2 KOs here, Pancakes with 2 KOs back with the Time Zone Squad, as Pancakes currently leads in KOs right now. In fact, we're going to have that spreadsheet data. We're going to tell you who actually is like leading right now in KOs behind Pancakes. But 2 KOs from Unite in their debut, 2 KOs from Mediafire, 2 from Nachos. We also see Crystal and the Hound each with 1 KO. We do not see Nemesis appearing in this game, so Nemesis does not need to appear. They basically get the start, but not the appearance, as they get to rest a little. Nemesis just needs to rest that leg after the up tilt and all the other stuff he did back in that round 1 game. But the 456 Squadron, a playoff team in Season 1, they are falling to 0-2. A little bit surprising of a start. There's still 14 games left for this team, but was the Hound really that significant for the team as the leadoff? Because Crystal, Valerios, they're your 1-2 punch for this team. Maybe it's just a little bit of a slow start. Maybe it's just better talent on the other rosters. We don't know quite yet, but it's not too late just yet. They can still bounce back. In fact, who does the 456 Squadron face in the next round? Let's take a little look real quick. Get a look at the schedule. They face the Ditto Burritos. The Ditto Burritos also off to a bit of a slow start, so that's going to be a very fun round 4 matchup. All right. But let's head to your final intermission of the night. After the intermission, we'll tell you who leads in KOs and who else rounds up that top 5. Hello, welcome back to the intermission. So we're gonna press those A buttons real quick as we have 1 round remaining to pool 12. So as mentioned, Joe has a win and in scenario for himself. If he loses, this will open up the chance for Holy Wars and Net Easy. So let's look into your actual matches real quick. On the top of your screen, we're gonna have Joe against Mario Dude. Mario Dude, trying to get out of this pool 5-0, has already clinched the first spot. If Joe wins, he clinches that second spot. As for that bottom left corner, Holy Wars versus Net Easy. If Holy Wars just wins, then Holy Wars gets a little bit of chance, but Net Easy, in order to get a chance of advancing, Net Easy needs a 2-0 sweep, and Joe to get swept 2-0. So 2 factors are needed for Net Easy to advance. As for the bottom right, we're going to have Staples' Me Brawler, It's a Me, going up against Dave K's Simon Cornicello. Dave K got his first win in the last round, and I believe Staples is 0-4 in this pool. Let's check. Staples is 0-4, so will Staples get his first win here? That's what we're going to find out. The end of Pool 12 is starting now, and when we come back, it's going to be the KO leader updates. Good luck.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, so NetEasy will take game 1 in that bottom left corner. That is one of 4 very important games. On the top, Joe versus Mario Dude is last stock. That's going to be a KO. So Joe is going to drop game number 1. So we are just one NetEasy win away from the NetEasy sweep and one Mario Dude win away from a Mario Dude sweep. If that happens, NetEasy will take that number 2 slot. Will that happen? Let's find out. Joe Sephiroth is down to their last stock against Mario Dude's Link. If Mario Dude can get that KO, then Joe will be swept, and all that needs to happen is for NetEasy to get the job done himself. Will that happen? That's what we're gonna find out. And now Holy Wars of Zelda is down to their last stock. NetEasy has 2 stocks. If NetEasy can hold on, as mentioned, we're going to see. Actually, you know what? Let's just commentate this game as Joe Sephiroth gets that jab, jab, jab on the top. Mario Dude coming back onto the stage. Meanwhile, NetEasy at 82 right now, but get that side beat. There is a water and a fire captain putting 42% already. Layla is going to lose their first stock on the top of your screen. As for the bottom left, NVIDIA RTX already at 74%. It's going to be the, nope, up air misses from the Zelda, but NetEasy. We're going to see, let's see. It's going to be the up special from the Zelda. That's going to KO, so it's going to be last stock in that game 2 on the bottom left corner. As for the top, Joe Sephiroth has the wing as he's racking up a little bit of damage onto his Link, but his Link just needs one more KO in order to help NetEasy. But Layla down to 79% right now. NetEasy's Allmark going to barely come back onto the stage a little high. It's 107 to 14 right now, 107 to 21. Him at 83% right now. The up smash is going to miss, and we're going to see forward smash, and NetEasy is 1 KO away from stealing this pool away. He just needs a KO NVIDIA RTX on the bottom left corner of your screen as Mario Dude will go undefeated. So it's down to whether NetEasy gets the job done or not. It's going to be 153 to 41 right now on the bottom left corner of your screen. It's going to be a back throw, and NetEasy has the Zelda off stage at 170. Will he go off stage? He is not going to go off stage quite yet. He just needs to get KO, and he will take that number 2 spot in this pool. 170 to 48 right now, but that up air going to put NetEasy up root at 69%. We see up down there, NVIDIA at 180, and NetEasy is going to take that number 2 spot in pool number 12. NetEasy gets it done thanks to the help of Mario Dude, but most importantly, uproot himself. NetEasy will be advancing to the final stage from pool number 12 alongside Mario Dude's Link. So now we're just waiting for that last game on the bottom right corner to end between Staples and Dave K. But amazing, insane drama as NetEasy comes in clutch.
Alright, and on the bottom right corner, Staples will finish this pool with a win. So Staples and Dave K, both of them will be 1 and 4. As Mario Dude will win this pool, 5-0 record plus 8 differential. Net Easy with the miraculous 5th round, thanks to Joe getting swept and Net Easy getting the sweep. Net Easy will be your number 2 seed advancing from this pool. 3 and 2 record on both Net Easy and Joe. Plus 1 differential on both Net Easy and Joe. 7 games taken, 6 games dropped, but because Net Easy defeated Joe, Net Easy will be moving on to the final stage. Can Uproot make it to the finals of the intermission tournament grand finals? That's what we're going to find out, as Uproot will in fact be advancing thanks to the miracle of Pool 12. Alright, so that's going to do it for this giant intermission. We had some awesome drama near the end, all that. Let's take a look at who leads right now in KOs. So, System 1. Let's get back to that Squad Strike screen. Alright. In first place right now with 8 KOs, it's going to be Nightmares, King Dedede, Pancakes of the Time Zone Squad. Second place, we actually have a 3-way tie between 3 different Amiibo. It's going to be Joe's Pyramid Silly, J9K's King Dedede coming at ya, and Obsessive's Piranha Plant Papaya. All 3 Amiibo are tied with 6 KOs, so it's going to be Silly from Toronto, coming at you from Detroit, and Papaya from Ottawa. Even though Ottawa is 0-3, they have a strong, promising MVP candidate on their roster. Meanwhile, we have a bunch of Amiibo who have already hit 5 KOs after only 3 rounds, so let's list them out real quick. It's going to be Mario Dude's Olimar Fred of Red Puts Blue, C Sharp's Ganondorf Vin Diesel of the Swarm, Joe's Cloud Tifa of the Dynamic Divorce, Cicada's Zelda Diabells of the Novas, and finally, PGX's Simon Scorpion of the 8-Bit Bots. He is the lowest tiered Amiibo to be in that 5 KO club right now with 5 KOs. Everyone else is A+, except for Joe's Cloud, who is a B+ Amiibo. So that is going to be it for your standings. We will repost that on the Discord server as well, just for those of you who are not watching the stream or not going to watch the VOD. Alright, so that's going to do it for tonight, as 2 undefeated teams remain. It's going to be Very Dodge's team and the Dynamic Divorce. So the Dynamic Divorce is going to be on bye in the 4th round, so we will not see them until round number 5. As for Very Dodge's team, their winning streak will go on the road to Edmonton, as they will face Edmonton on the second to last game in round number 4. In fact, let's take a look at that round 4 schedule. Dynamic Divorce, they are on bye. No Custody will face off against the Starbreakers, who are currently 0-3. Red plus Blue will go to the Novas, where they will play the Novas. The Chaos Corp will go to the Time Zone Squad. We're going to have the 456 Squadron at the Ditto Burritos. We'll have the Ceiling Fans at the 8-Bit Bots. Let's see. We're also going to have Team Instinct at Detroit, the Swarm at Toronto, Very Dodge's team at Edmonton. And then to close out round number 4, it's going to be a battle of an 0-2 team and an 0-3 team. Your worst nightmare, who will be coming back from their bye against Ottawa. So that's going to be the round 4 schedule. I will post that on the Discord. I need to actually make this on Breck.com. Since we started on time, we're going to end on time, and I'll have time to actually, update the spreadsheet, update the data, all that. The spreadsheet is up to date. Nightmares King Dedede Nachos leading with 8 KOs. One of the more surprising things is J9K's King Dedede coming at ya. He is contending in this race, tied in second, despite having a first round bye. So that's going to be a very exciting King Dedede to keep an eye on. Can anyone catch up to Nachos? Or will Nachos run out of steam? Sorry, not Nachos, Pancakes. Nachos is still a pretty good Amiibo. In fact, let's see, Nachos has 4, I believe. But that's going to do it for tonight's stream, ladies and gentlemen. Round 4 will be done tomorrow night, as 2 undefeated teams remain in this Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Thank you for watching. We will post some of the updates in the Discord, all that. And we will have round 4 tomorrow. Y'all have a nice night.